All right. Hello. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. Just off rip here. This is a voiceover. My program messed up, and it didn't save the audio, but that's fine. I can just voiceover it. The gameplay was still like this is just insane. So Vegito. I mean, it took me a little bit to pull him, but once I did, it's just like this character, he's got to be the best, at least in my experience so far. He's got to be the best in Dokkan history. Like I don't, he's just too busted. The leader skill, power creep, and him, it's just way too good. This was a hard fight when it came out on JP. It's not gonna be here, right? Obviously, this is 55% Link level 1. I do have some equips obviously there, but it's not like the biggest deal, I don't think. Um, we'll see if I end up or when I end up getting dupes for him. But yeah, I just in this fight, he looks just way too good. And this team setup, I mean, like we can run a team like this, and when we do get started here, which I do think should be shortly. Uh, the like we're starting off with like 800,000 fucking HP, and not everyone ends on the 200% even, or 250% now. Crazy to think about. I mean, Vegeta and Gogeta are not on it, and it's just like you can if you have rainbow characters and everyone's on the leader skill and such, just walk into a fight and have it just over a million HP. The fact that you can do this now, when you take a look at this, what 7th anniversary, the reason they jumped up the power creep so much, I mean, going from 6th to 7th anniversary meta, I mean, we were at 170s before. We go into this, 200%. It's just like, or 170 to 200%. This is 200 to 250 and 200 to 220. Overall, the stat increase is worth more. Now, this is a team, you know, where we have some really busted options. It's like even just a month ago, or whenever Kid Buu Goku came out, a couple weeks, whatever. It was like even then, our characters just like too busted for the fight. It was like when Goku Frieza fight came out, I was like, yeah, I'm just so glad we had to wait, you know, fucking like 50 years for this to come out. But I still had some difficulty with it. I mean, this just when you take a look here, I mean, it feels like sure, I take damage here, but this is throughout the fight at least, not here. But throughout the fight, it's just like quest stage versus Goku Frieza. Does it really matter? Like that sounds like just bullshit, but realistically, it doesn't. Now I'm not able to get the full key here, but it doesn't make the biggest difference. Also, I realized as soon as I grabbed the key on Goku there at the end, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I was like, ah, shit. I should have floated off the friend Goku. I'm still getting used to, like, quote-unquote Dokkan 2. And I was like, oh, wait, mine's in the 7th slot. I didn't realize it first. They are adding an update to sort of show that, but it just didn't register because I'm used to seeing, like, the wheel. Unfortunate is what it is. That being said, I mean, once here we do, this is like my first real time using the unit. I mean, I used Goku for a single turn against the 1st anniversary battle, I'm pretty sure, for the accelerated battle mission, I think it was.
Guess it's my turn.
Okay, I do like to stop talking when those sort of animations play. They're really nice. But like, Beast Gohan, Gogeta, Double Vegito. It's like what? So once again, this is my first time. I didn't get a chance to really use Vegeta because by the time we moved through here so quick, and I get to the end, and it's just like I realized I didn't know this before. I learned during my defense stacking video that you can just switch it at will. I thought it would have been like a once a turn sort of thing, because I haven't really watched like a full showcase. You know, I would want to sort of record my thoughts here. Um, you know, in my first sort of impressions of the unit. So there, and by the way, in that, if you haven't seen that, it's worth watching. It sounds too crazy to be real, but it is. I got Super Tech Vegito up to, I think it was 474 million defense by the end. This was a Rainbow Friend, but no like raw defense equips. They were like mid-range links. My second highest is Tech Gohan, 173 mil, who has, you know, full link level 10. You know, I have raw defense equips in every slot. Like, the just absolute insanity of this unit. I mean, offensively, defensively, like, truly, no one does it like him. I think it's fair to say. I don't. He's so busted. It's awesome. It feels good as a Vegito fan after, you know, all this time where it's just been, oh, okay, well, you know, he's like good, but like, he's not. I mean, Tech VB was an 8th anniversary, but I mean, I feel like he was the last really like busted one that we had, and before him, I don't know, like when did the EZA VB come out? Like, it's something ridiculous like that. Or no, like, no, it'd be Strength Super Vegito's initial release. Like, they've been really treating Vegito cards not the most best whatever recently. Now Super EZA Vegito does come out soon, relatively speaking. I'm not going to comment on that character until I use him myself. I do think he looks more impressive to me than he has to some other people. But once again, I don't want to talk too much about him until I use him myself. Now, in this turn here, obviously, I didn't, you know, I had to get the one Goku off since I had them both here. And look, wait, like, HLUI frauds out. We take 411,000. 411,000. It's like, oh, fuck, you know, GG. Well, it would be before, you know, if this was pre-Vegito, you know, just 200%, that would be GG. But it's not. You know, we take the damage, but it doesn't, you know, he frauded out, but it doesn't really matter. In the end, it didn't. Like, we just keep pushing through. It's like, oh, okay, well, that happened. And the Gokus are just doing so much damage here. And I just, like, what? It's so insane. It really is. They cooked a 5-star meal when it came to these characters. And, you know, we kill 17 here. You know, this our third turn. Right? Our third turn. He's dead. So, I mean, now our Golden Frieza 17. It's like, they can't do anything to us. Now, I do want to jump into some more fights for 55%. I don't want to fuck around with a bunch of, you know, let's go against the Evoken fight. Let's go against the Bulma fight. I don't think doing all those is really necessary. I mean, we're definitely about to have a huge power creep jump here. I mean, 250, 220. Once again, it is higher of a jump technically than we went from 6th to 7th by like 10%. I mean, it's not 30% to everything, but 50% to the one. Does make it overall. Well, actually,
Is that all you've got?
okay, Beast Active was playing there. My bad. Math not math hard. No, that's not an extra 10%. It's the same sort of jump then, I guess. Still, point being, I mean, you see how hard these countdown fights are, and it's just insanity, right? I mean, sure, they're how do I? They're not like really hard, but like comparatively to like what the fights we have right now are. Now I haven't done any of the like Supreme Magnificent Battle stages. I've done the first anniversary event, and some of the Dokkan Chronicles. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. But that being said, like, it doesn't, you know, the fights. I do need to still, at the time I'm recording this, try Vegito out. And I do want to try Strength Vegito too. I think he might get a decent jump in power with the leader skill, and being linked next to Vegito with the support and stuff. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I just they really just cooked so much here. I just don't. It's so awesome. It feels really good to be a Vegito fan right now. And now, he who shall not be named, LR, he who shall not be named, coming out in part 2. I do expect him to be on the same level of power. Offensively, defensively, maybe higher, maybe lower, varying between the two. But overall, he's going to be on the same level of power. It doesn't necessarily matter, I don't think, which is weaker or stronger. They're both going to end probably as the most insane units in the game by the end of Anniversary. I am really curious, by the way, to see what the Tech Gods and the Super Saiyan 4s, like, what are their leader skills going to be? I mean, we have 250, 220 here. I'm not sure if that, like, are they going to repeat that there? Or are they just going to... Because even in the 200% leader skill meta, like, they didn't... I guess to be fair, those other characters aren't 200%. Oh, wait, hold on.
Could it be Vegeta? Yes! I knew it was you! Kakarot!
I really like that animation. It's really nice. This is just, like, so insane. It really is. Because it's like, oh, we're low HP, and then we can turn 4 just use Vegito. And then we go from Vegito, and then we can use Gogeta. And it's like, the bosses just can't compete. Like, by the time we get, not even part 3, hell, I think by the time we get into part 2, we might see some...
Vegeta, put this on your right ear, please! Vegeta! Give it to me now! This is what I'm supposed to do, right? Yep, thanks, Vegeta. This is Super Vegito!
His animations are just so good. I had to let that play too. But yeah, I mean, we just go straight into Gogeta here. It's not like, it just... I can't fathom it. Like, these are countdown fights we're in currently. I do think it's very likely by the time we actually get the next stages to the Goku and Vegeta Red Zones, we will probably have something harder than at least, I don't know.
Fusion! I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I'm the guy who's gonna stop you.
I think once we get those fights, there's a very real possibility. By the way, that sprite is just awesome. I really like that. I think there's a very real possibility we get those fights, and it's just like part 1 fights are the hardest in the game. I do think, I didn't think before. I've been saying, for quite a while. If you've been watching, you'll know I've been saying, I do expect part 1, right? Or not part 1, 10th anniversary. We're gonna have Power Creep. I didn't think it was gonna be on 7th anniversary level before, but now I do. And by the way, we take some damage there. Mine's 55%, no raw defensive whips, Link level 1, right? All that. It's just like, he had 300,000 defense there, all those things considered. But he also has 60% damage reduction. And like, what? And all the counters, like, what? Now, I didn't use the sort of taunt this turn, because my full, like, sort of intention was I'll use it next turn. And there's a reason why I'm making note of that right now. Vegito is just so busted that I actually misplay next turn. I misplay here. And what I do is I was thinking in terms of like Beast, where you use his taunt. It's like, oh, you want to throw him in slot 1, because to really juice him up, because that attack sort of build up. With Vegito, it actually makes more sense to put him in slot 1 instead, because all of those build-ups, still are very important, even if they don't affect his super, because they make his counters so much better. And if you're supering before your counters are active, it just...
Witness the power of the Patara! I won't hold back! Take this!
It just makes them like infinitely better. So as you can see here, I do put him in slot 3, and I was like, oh well, shit, I kind of messed up here. Now I do. This is a friend one, not 55%, but I do take a super here. Doesn't really like. I do think he'd probably double digit tank this. I did forget to check his defense there too, unfortunately. But even like the juice up one, I do think he would double digit tank. But I messed up because as you can see here, counter 0, counter 0, counter 0. I should have put him in slot 1, so the supers would really, come into play first. But I messed up here, and I was talking about that, and I was like, but at the same time, Majin Vegeta here, first that one doesn't do anything. Wait, I thought, am I misremembered? I thought one of his did like a health bar. Okay, well, that being said, even misremembering aside, like still 0, and it's like, oh, well, shit, I really messed up this time. But there we go. Okay, the first counter, that's what did him a health bar. Now Goku, I don't typically have the best luck with this character. He gets the super here for us. Crit, and then we go normal, 0, normal, 0. And then, I don't, that character, he's really good, but I just have really bad luck with him. We get the additional, we do some more damage here. A lot of damage, to be honest. And I'm like, well, but no, Vegito, being Vegito, just so fucking busted. Counter, like, counter meta's back. He is just, one turn, Goku Frieza. I expect we're gonna see more of the same sort of stuff, except taking longer, through some of these other fights. The fights I do want to use as showcase fights as well. I do want to go against Saiyan Saga of the Vegeta story and Namek of Goku's. Those are the hardest ones. At least those are the ones I had the most difficulty with. I don't know what other people really think, but at least for me, those are the toughest. So I do want to do 55% showcase against those two. I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting a dupe for him, but we'll probably maybe jump into some of those after we link level 10 him again. Just to use an excuse to use Vegeta more. He's just so fun. He's just too good. Perfect release. I'm happy as a Vegito fan. But I mean, yeah, there we go. First try, 65%. Misplay, and still just easy win. It doesn't matter. I guess we'll see what the other two stages bring. I will hopefully, actually maintain the audio that time around. But yeah, there we go. Vegito, too busted, too good. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.